And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Belgian Grand Prix. And XP Riley jump starts it. It's a very long hold on the right, on the lights, and it's lights out and away we go. Looks like a good start from Lindsay Games. Dawes Daniels already alongside them. Dawes Daniels dropping down a couple of places as they go straight on, and a lot of people going wide there. But I think everyone's still in it, so mostly clean. So Lindsay Games is now bit ahead of Ice Iron Rhino, who's gaining all the way down this long camel straight. Plug Mode gets a 3-second time penalty, and Ice Iron Rhino's ahead of them now. Will Lindsay try and fight it? No, they're too far back, and that's a crash. That's a big crash, and Mr. Game is out of the race. Crashed with Zippy Bumper, and it's a safety car. Mr. Game is in a very dangerous spot there. Maybe a one-stop, and that's a spin. Ice Iron Rhino's round. And I think that might have been caused by Dawes Daniel. DRS and Plug Mode might have spun at the back. No, that is F1 Twitch, who's out of the race. And it looks like Dawes Daniels just got past Slickers. Just overtaking them with DRS before that turn. And it's a yellow flag in Sector 3 because F1 Twitch and that Alpine has had an off somewhere. Oh, and it's a spin behind Ice Iron Rhino. They've spun at, for the second time at turn 12, or turn 13 in 2 laps. So they've tumbled down a couple of places. And that's a spin, it's Alpha Foxtrot round. They might be beached. Ice Iron Rhino, oh, Alpha Foxtrot's beached. Those rear tyres are spinning, but they're not going anywhere. And they've been disqualified. That's very, very unfortunate. I think they spun and something happened where they were beached on the exit there, and they're out of the session. As I think goes wide. Oh, that's a spin for Dawes Daniel off Eau Rouge, and it might be a VSC. Maybe tapped, went wide because of the wall or something. Maybe J-Man forced them wide. It's actually a full safety car. Slow down in front. And that's a crash behind. Plug Modes gets put in the wall by Bonker Boy. And Bonker Boy gets a 5-second time penalty, which means Plug Mode's gonna need to pit again. Slickers, what's happening to Slickers? There's chaos happening, and Bonker Boy's out. What is happening there? Bunch of front wings are gone. Ice Iron Rhino gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Plug Mode. Oh, someone goes straight on. That's Plug Mode going straight on. And they maybe rage quit. They're gone. And we're going to restart with only 6 drivers remaining. We've got 13 laps to go. Didn't look like the best restart from Lindsay. Can Zippy Bumper get the jump on them? No, they can't. But Slickers gets snap of oversteer there in the background. And they're dropping down places. Can Skits overtake them? Think they can. No, they stick behind. Many people battling. And can Zippy make a move? They're going down the inside of it. ERS open. There's no DRS. They're going side by side. And Zippy Bumper gets ahead before the braking zone. And going round now is Dawes Daniel, who's battling with Lindsay. And Lindsay's been forced wide, and they've lost out on 2 places. And they've been forced wide again, so they might miss out on more. And they've tumbled down to the back of the grid. They're having to fight with Skits now, and they've gained that place back. But can Skits fight back into Pooin? I don't think they can. But is that damage for Lindsay? Yeah, it might. There's a right front, right end plate missing. Get it? Lindsay's just boxed, and they're retiring from the session. I think they could have recovered that, and that's another safety car. Let's see, is it going to be a good safety car restart for Zippy Bumper or Ice Iron Rhino? So they're doing a bit of restart, and they get a massive slab of oversteer. And will that cause them to lose out? Amazingly, they maintain P1 for the moment. But Ice Iron Rhino also got a snap of oversteer. And those two have maintained P1 and 2 as Oceania gets 3, as we saw Dulce Daniel just get tapped there by into the chicane, and there's a collision between Zippy Bumper and Dulce Daniel out of Puon. And Dulce Daniel might be beached. Dulce Daniel's beached on the grass there, and they're gonna get disqualified for being parked in a dangerous location because the car, the wheels aren't making contact with the ground. Yeah, they get disqualified. Decent chance of getting past them on the Camel Straight next lap, and that's a spin for Zippy Bumper, and it's a DNF on the exit, and it's another safety car. We've had 3 or 4 safety cars, and this is just incredible. And again, who gets a better restart? Iceland Ryan goes a bit wide, and it's a big snap of oversteer from Slickers, which could allow Iso Skits behind them to get through. They're going side by side into turn 1. Who's going to brake later? Skits has got inside, and they go a bit wide, which is going to allow Slickers to get a switchback. And out of the source, Slickers stays ahead, which is all the while they're battling, allowing Rhino to get ahead. Skits gets a time penalty as they're going round the outside down the Camel Straight. Can they get ahead before the braking zone? Who's gonna get it? Side by side, Slickers just stays on that inside line, and Skits gets a bit forward, or has a snap of oversteer maybe. Skits has gained about 8/10 in this lap. And they go wide, and Slickers is off the track, which is going to allow Skits to get through. They get front left end plate scorn for their front wing. So I don't think they shouldn't pit here. And there's a retirement for Slickers. They've gone straight over the curb, and it's a safety car, which is going to allow, or a VSC at least. I wonder if it's a safety car. It's a full safety car, so that's going to allow Skits to catch up to Rhino. Alright, we've got 2 laps of racing, and Iron Rhino gets some stamp of oversteer, goes a bit wide, I think, but it's not going to allow Skits to get through quite yet. DRS won't be active yet, so Skits will have to do a lot of hard work to gain up to Iron Rhino in that Haas. Sticking behind now, they can't make that gap any less, but they can as Iceland Runner goes wide, and they're going to go side by side into pit 1. Skits is ahead now. They've got the inside line. Iceland Runner sticks behind them, and Iceland Runner is still technically in the lead with the penalties. Are they going to go back at them? 6 behind. What's going to happen? Is there going to be any last minute drama, any last minute collisions? Iceland Runner is falling back a lot. Could they fall outside the 1 second? They are outside the 1 second by just about a 10th. And right now, Skitch is on. He's on to win this race at the moment. Well, it seemed really unlikely. But if you told me 10 laps ago that this man here, Skits in the Red Bull, would win it, I wouldn't believe you. He's been really good in Div 1 before, and he wins the Belgium Grand Prix. Yeah, it's first place for Skits.